Whatever, everybody. We back at the beach again. But actually, this is the same beach day from the other day. It's just the last of the videos from that day. I just did a whole bunch of shooting. This video is pretty much going to be only visually. It's only going to be people kite surfing. So yeah, that's just what it's going to be. Just to tell you ahead of time. That way, there's no surprises, guys. Everything will be done above board. Yeah. All right. So today. We're going to be talking about more of that show Friends. Okay, I had a little bit more. I still got more, I guess, that I wrote down about Friends, but I'm going to go over today. We're going to go over the notes that I wrote down from June 29th of 2021. Okay, and mostly it just deals with Friends. Okay, yeah. So my when I was watching the show, like I said, I was in the other video. I was rewatching this show a couple years ago, around this time that I wrote this. And weird things would happen when I was watching the show, and like it didn't happen when I first watched the show all those years ago, but it just started happening when I was rewatching the show this time, right? Weird things, and I think it's because I was actually noticing things as I saw them and writing down what I noticed right as I saw it. Okay, so my TV started to skip right when I noticed in season 6 of episode 10 of Friends that Rachel is holding up the 666 sign for like a long time. Okay, it's around the 4-minute and 30-second mark, but she basically holds that 666 hand gesture for a long time, guys. And I think it's symbolic of something. Okay, I think it's symbolic of something. Don't know what, right? But I trust my instincts on this issue. Yeah. Because Hollywood's always up to some nonsense. Y'all keep trying to tell you they up to that bull crappinoid. Okay? Bull crap. All right. So, another thing. That was just one thing I noticed. Okay, another thing. Let's see. What? Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Sorry. So sorry. Oh, I had a little bit of a blunder there. Alright, lost myself, lost my train of thought, lost my place in me reading, right? But we back on track. Back on track, everybody. Back on track. Okay, so, Friends. They do this bathtub sequence at the beginning of each episode. Now, what I'm going to call it is more what I think it is. A bathtub ritual. Okay? It's a water fountain that they're in, okay? But since it's 6 of them, they have to do it in a bigger space just to complete the ritual, I believe, right? I don't know nothing about this stuff, but from everything I've seen from studying, all these TV shows and movies, they all do the same thing. Now, why would that be? Why would they all just do the same thing, okay? Yeah. So yeah, what they do is they all playing around like little kids in a big old fountain, right? 6 of them, y'all. Playing around in the fountain, jumping around, splashing, doing all kind of random stuff. Okay, something with small bodies of water, and there's something that Hollywood does with small bodies of water that involves some kind of initiation or ritualistic thing. If you look at how many celebrities have taken pictures in bathtubs full of either blood or milk, or what looks like blood or milk, right? DMX, Eminem, Mariah Carey, all these different people. Tupac. They've all been in bathtubs, okay? Why would they all get in the same bathtubs with the same? Why would they all just do that, okay? It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I believe that this water fountain scene at the intro of every show is a bathtub ritual. All right. Let's see. Everything looks innocent by design. All right. The people are going to say. Some people might say that what I'm saying right now. They'll be like, "Oh, that's not true. They're just, it's just a cool intro. That's, you're reading too much into it." Okay. All right. Cool. You're entitled to your own thoughts, opinions, feelings, whatever, I don't judge you for it. We all just have a different level and different kind of understanding about everything. If you don't agree with mine, then hey, we just keep on living life, right? However long we got. In all actuality, it's not a coincidence that there's 6 of them. There's 6 of them, okay? There's 6 of the people on the what you call it, on the show. All right, there's 6 of them. Why would there be 6? You know how many shows have only 6 seasons that they air? There's like this obsession with the number 6, okay? Look at Steph Curry with his hat. Steph Curry and his dad, they always wear this hat. It looks like a coffee cup or something with steam coming off of it. But really, it's a 666 hat, okay? I don't know what that logo stands for. It's like a 3. I think it's supposed to mean like 3-pointer or 3 or something. But it's a freaking 666 hat, y'all. That's what they're doing out here. They want you to think these things are innocent so that you don't question them, so that you incorporate them into your lives, especially this stuff with young men with the skinny jeans and dressing up like girls and purses and crap. Come on, y'all. We doing too much out here. We believe in everything they tell us. Don't believe everything they tell you. These people are evil. Anyway, I'm getting worked up. See? Y'all don't see? So yeah, it's not a coincidence that there's 6 of them. Nor is it a coincidence that they involve pseudo-pedophilic dialogue to the script. A lot of their dialogue, I mean, maybe not a whole lot, but like a good portion of their dialogue has some like pseudo creepo stuff, okay? Creepo. We'll just say creepo. It got some pseudo creepo stuff, right, for youngsters. And young people probably wouldn't catch it. Even a lot of older people probably wouldn't catch it. But I caught it, and I don't like that kind of talk. I don't like when people sexualize young people. It's not cool. Okay. Yeah. It's not cool they do that. Everything seems harmless. Everything seems harmless when presented in a... If you present anything in a comedic light, right, it's going to seem harmless, but it's not. There's even a lot of comedy I can't watch these days because when I turn it on and they're talking about some kind of weird concepts and just dark stuff, people are laughing because it's in the context of a joke, but it's not a freaking joke, okay, guys? They're saying these things, all right? I don't know. Some things just aren't a joke, all right? Yeah, some things aren't a joke. Some things cross the line into the demonic realm. See? And then those people that don't believe in God, they're not going to agree with what I'm saying. They're going to be like, oh, what do you mean demonic realm? Oh, you just, whatever. But it's true. Some things cross into the line, into the demonic realm. And we must have discernment. See, back when I used to watch the show, when it was actually still in production, I was more focused on the fact that they didn't have any, I guess on that show, they didn't have a lot of people of a diverse background. I was more focused on how many black people they have, right? Looking at all the wrong things when I was younger, when I used to watch this show. I used to look at all the wrong things. Oh, how many black folks they got? They ain't got no black people on here. The only negative thing I saw was the lack of that diversity, which actually came towards the last few, towards the last few seasons, they started to add more diversity, but that's neither here nor there. All right? It comes more towards the end of the season, but that's all I cared about. As far as any kind of negative view I had about that show, that was the only one. Because I didn't know. You don't know any better when you're younger. You can't see the things that you can see when you're older. Once you slow down a little bit and really look at life. I couldn't see any negative spiritual or otherwise implications at all for this or any other show. Right? It wasn't just this show. It was all of anything I watched as far as media. You see? That's exactly how it was, and it's always been like that up until just a few years ago. My eyes have only slowly just begun to open over the past few years. Okay. Let's see. It wasn't until I started watching cartoons with my son when he was real young that I started to notice something off. The Amazing World of Gumball is what I'm talking about, and as for one example. And that will probably require its own breakdown. It will. The Amazing World of Gumball, they had all kinds of stuff that wasn't meant for kids on there. Not just them, SpongeBob, a whole bunch of them. Okay? Once I saw what Hollywood is feeding kids, I started to analyze everything I had been shown as a child. It even began rewatching some of those shows to my horror and disgust. I was horrified, guys. Disgusted by what I saw. It was nasty. These people... Okay. So, I'll probably talk about this in a later video anyway. But for example, right? One of my favorite cartoons as a kid was a show called Gargoyles. I went back and I rewatched Gargoyles around this time that I'm writing these notes from 2 years ago. Around that time is when I watched Gargoyles. That's why I say I'm going to come upon those notes pretty soon. But yeah, Gargoyles, they actually bring up, and this is like, Gargoyles is like from like 1994. They're talking about the Illuminati on that show multiple times way back then. And all kinds of random adult themes in there that kids really won't understand. So I'm thinking, like, was that show really made for kids? is any show made for kids besides like the ones on Nick Jr. and those ones that are for teeny boppers, you know? But anything that's not for teeny boppers, I don't even know if they're really made for, I don't know if anything is really made for kids, or at least made for the best interest of the children. Okay? So, this world that we live in, it is quite evil, people. Quite evil. I talk about TV shows and movies a lot because that's been my biggest influence. I don't have a whole lot of experience dealing with people in life. Most of my experience is like from watching media and being inundated with these kind of things, these evil concepts in Hollywood. Okay, that's where a lot of my stuff comes from. So, a lot of my channel will have those kind of things on it. But yeah, man, we got to be careful with Hollywood. If you're gonna watch their stuff, watch it with some open eyes and open heart, and being spiritually discerning, being able to tell what is for your benefit and what could help you, and what is actually here just to make you worse of a person. Okay. But yeah, anyway, got some windsurfing here, y'all. Man, I wish that the beach where I live at here in Pedro wasn't so windy. Man, and we had some. I don't have a car right now. If these are windsurfers. I love any kind of surfing, any kind of water sports. I'm into, right? But this is windsurfing. Man, I wish these guys were. I'm one of these days. I'm gonna get out to some surfers, and then y'all gonna see me on the board, my big behind on the board someday. But yeah, y'all take it easy. Talk to you soon. Later. Let's get something else out there too. One little tidbit, okay? Rachel, she wears a lot of animal print things, okay? Too many.